Whoa. Whoa. It's the illusion reporting from somewhere on spaceship Earth for another Sober Wednesday. One more Sober Wednesday under our belt. Aren't we blessed if we're here nice and sober for a Wednesday? Orc for life made it. Yep, made it. Sober Wednesday in full effect. Grateful Ed here. We're on it's that day. It's Sober Wednesday, dude. Woohoo. The hour dedicated to those who suffer so that we can show them that there is a solution. There's no free rides in that solution. It's all hands on deck. All hands on deck. Dominic, Swamp Mouse, what's going on? So we're here. We got our coffee. We got our chapter 5, how it works. We got our serenity prayer. We got our day. We got the day we're in. All right. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. Amen. Just soak it in, dude. What's going on, Mark? Oklahoma's in the house. Amen. So as always, little preamble. They'll start it off. This hour is dedicated to those who suffer, however you suffer. The suffering usually is a lack of God in one's life, whatever that God may be for you, or however it may look like. It's not for us to define in this hour. Me personally, I'm a Christian. Jesus Christ is my personal savior, but that's not what we're here to discuss. We're here to discuss you getting the sunlight of the Spirit, just a little crack, so that you can find a God of your own understanding. And as this develops, as you sober up, as you get clarity, as you let God into your life, that definition will change until you find what it is, I hope, that I found. And so with that said, it doesn't matter what you're doing to alleviate the suffering, right? Some people, it's suicidal thoughts. Some people, it's pizza. Some people, it's crack cocaine. Other people, it's the trank. It's whatever, powdery substances, little pills, mama's little helper. Alcohol is a real easy one to get spun out on, but it could be weed. It could be cookies. It could be sugar. It could be Legos. It could be whatever it could be. It's the point of that this has become unmanageable, and it's not working anymore. You're still suffering, and you're over consuming to the point where it's causing your life troubles. For many people, they can just have a drink and move on, or just buy a box of Legos and move on, or have a relationship and move on. For other people, it's a debilitating addiction to that thing which solved the problem in the beginning, but it no longer does. So we're here to offer a solution, right? And with that said, I've found that there's a simple 2-page outline to finding that solution, and it can be found in the big books of Alcoholics Anonymous on page, 58. Dude, whoa. This is not an AA meeting. We're not affiliated with AA. We're not here to do any of that, man. We're just taking these 2 pages of text and we're applying it to our lives so that we can find God and stop suffering, okay? And with that said, I will read chapter 5 in case you don't have it sitting in front of you. Dude, I will do that for you. I will be of service and do that for you. All right, so here we go. Chapter 5, how it works. Rarely have we seen a person fail who has thoroughly followed our path. Those who do not recover are people who cannot or will not completely give themselves this simple program. Usually men and women who are constitutionally incapable of being honest with themselves. There are such unfortunates. They're not at fault. They seem to have been born that way. They're naturally incapable of grasping and developing a manner of living which demands rigorous honesty. Their chances are less than average. There are those too who suffer from grave emotional mental disorders, but many of them do recover if they have the capacity to be honest. Our stories disclose in a general way what we used to be like, what happened, and what we are like now. If you've decided you want what we have and are willing to go to any length to get it, then you're ready to take certain steps. At some of these we balked. We thought we could find an easier, softer way, but we could not. With all the earnestness at our command, we beg of you to be fearless and thorough from the very start. Some of us have tried to hold on to our old ideas, and the result was nil until we let go absolutely. Remember that we deal with alcohol, cunning, baffling, powerful. Without help, it is too much for us. But there is one who has all power. That one is God. May you find him now. Half measures availed us nothing. We stood at the turning point. We asked his protection and care with complete abandon. Here are the steps we took were suggested as a program of recovery. 1, we were powerless over alcohol, pizza, relationships, whatever it is, and that our lives had become unmanageable. That's the real crux. Unmanageable, dude. Came to believe the power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. 3, made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood him. 4, made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. 5, admitted to God, to ourselves, and to another human being the exact nature of our wrongs. 6, we're entirely ready to have God remove all these defects of character. 7, humbly asked him to remove our shortcomings. 8, made a list of all persons we had harmed and became willing to make amends to them all. 9, made direct amends to such people wherever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. 10, continued to take personal inventory, and when we were wrong, promptly admitted it. 11, sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood him, praying only for his knowledge, for his will for us, and the power to carry that out. 12, having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, we tried to carry this message to alcoholics and practice these principles in all of our affairs. Many of us exclaimed, what in order? I can't go through with it. Do not be discouraged. No one among us has been able to maintain anything like perfect adherence to these principles. We are not saints. The point is that we're willing to grow along spiritual lines. The principles we have set down are guides to progress. We claim spiritual progress rather than spiritual perfection. Our description of the alcoholic, the chapter of the agnostic, and our personal adventures before and after make clear 3 pertinent ideas. A, that we were alcoholic and could not manage our own lives. B, probably no human power could have relieved our alcoholism. And C, that God could and would if he ever saw it. Could and would if you ever saw it. Oh yeah, dude, you got to remember. You got to actively seek. You got to actively seek that God thing. You mean you just can't sit on your hands? No, you just can't sit on your hands. You can't do that. You have to actively seek it out, man. That's the whammy right there. Virtual AA meeting. No, it's not an AA meeting on any level. You should go find one if you want one. They're out there. No days off, dude. There's no days off. There's no days off, man. There's no days off. I didn't get nearly as much accomplished as I wanted to today. And that's okay. That's all right, man. That's okay, dude. It seems a little sucky, but I think that's okay. You got to meet yourself where you're at, dude. You got to meet yourself where you're at. Well, so sobriety, man. Slowbriety. I don't know. What should we get into for our hour? My goal today was get level-headed. Yeah, today seemed pretty level-headed. It seemed like a level-headed day for the most part. 6 to 8 weeks off. Well, that's good. 6 to 8 weeks. That's putting some time in. That's putting some time in. So, here we are, dude. Sometimes I don't think there anything needs to even be said for a minute, right? I always whoa, dude. Cancel, dude. Why are you trying to update my scene right now, dude? It's not a good update time. Why would you update? Like artificial intelligence is not very intelligent. Like, why would you update at 6:42? This seems like a dumb time to update. But who am I, dude? Me and my lady appreciate your positive outlook, brother. Thank you for being there. Thank you, Steve. I'm stoked you and your lady are appreciating it. Well, it's positive outlook. Yeah. The only reason I have a positive outlook is because I'm a pessimist. That's the rub. That's the true rub right there. I'm such an absolute pessimist. I got no reason to do anything but be positive because I've already checked all the negativity off as actuality, right? Like I'm one of those people as an alcoholic, right? You accept your character defects and you ask God to remove them. Like I don't know if I mean some days I wake up pretty stoked, but those are few and far between. Most days I wake up pretty much like, ah, man. Just like that. Oh man. Like I'm not a dude who pops out of bed and is like, yeah, dude, let's go get it, dude. That sometimes I'm that dude. I can pop out pretty fired up, dude. Most days it's a little bit of like, whoa, I'm here. Like, what's going on, man? So it's my alcoholic disposition as a human being is not to thrive. It's really to allow myself to be confused. I was the other day, for example, the other day I was my alcohol, I don't know, I was just floating around in cyber space, dude, checking things out. And I stumbled on this like surfer dude I follow. And then there was a picture of him with this other dude. And I was like, let me see what this guy's up to. And he was like, this dude who was like, everything was like a postcard, right? Again, it's Instagram. So I already know it's like all hustle, but I was like even like the work on this dude's postcard, like everything in the background was just idyllic. He was all out in nature and dealing with animals and singing guitars and the whole thing. Like, and I was sitting there and I was like, look, I don't really look at the front of the person, like the person. I look at the background, right? Because that gives you the real details, right? And I was like, this dude's backgrounds are like perfect. And I was like, how do you get there? Like, how do you get the background of your life like postcard ready, dude? And I'm like, I bet that dude, I'm like, either that dude's like fully just sweating constantly, like trying to line it up. Ah, dude, right on. Look at we got P stacked. That's nice, dude. From Barbara Streisand, dude, no less, dude. The Streisand effect. Like P stacked. All right, dude. That's rad, dude. Now I have to outlaw the PUS. So good, dude. Yeah, dude. Green Acres. So it's that thing of when you look into that thing and you're like, it's the Rubik's cube of it all. But then again, like when you take a step back the other way, you realize that somebody else is looking in the nice, dude. We gotta love the trolls, dude. That means we're like over the target, dude. You know when the 12-year-olds are typing, dude. I don't even think they're real, dude. Ban the alphabet, dude. It's pretty much there, dude. With the end stack isn't it's getting tougher and tougher. The end stack's unavailable, dude. No, I don't even view it as I think it's comedy at this point. It's genius comedy at this point. Because at the thing is like no one can distract me like I can distract myself. I was so we got so for example, like I got this so we have this new cat, right? And we're trying to he's like an outside cat, so we're trying to acclimatize him, but we got to let him know that like we're his people now, right? Cuz he's like a year old. So we had him like stashed out in Al's bathroom and the whole thing, and today like I woke up and there was just cat crap all over the oh, we went and did all our animal chores in the morning, and then I was like, dude, you got to come in here, man. Like it's next level, dude. And I was like, and there was just cat crap all over the floor and like the whole thing. And so like I was like, all right, I took care of that, right? Like I was like, I took care of it all like in stride, had the bleach out, the whole thing, just fully like took care of business. And the cat had been here for like a week. So I'm like, all right, you live outside now, dude. Your house privileges are revoked, bro. You're outside, man. I took his I got him a nice little cat house, dude, yesterday. So he's fine. But so I took that in stride. And then like 20 minutes later, I was like, Dad, and I'm like, all right. So I was sitting down to do some stuff here, and I went out there, and he was like, can you give me a bowl? And you gotta understand, Al puts the dishes away, dude. He's like, I can't reach the bowl, dude. Dude, like the screw popped out of the side of my head, dude. I was like, it's the little things, dude. It's the little things that make it that the alcoholic can't deal with, dude. It wasn't the cat poo all over the bathroom floor. It was Owl like trying to work me to get him a bowl because he didn't. And I lost it, dude. I took the bowl and I went and threw it out in the lawn. I was like, there's your bowl, dude. Go get your bowl. It's out in the lawn, dude. Can't get it yourself, dude. You gotta get He's like, why'd you throw it out in the lawn, dude? I go, dude, like, why did you make me come? He's like, I knew I was in trouble the minute I heard you go, go, what? Because I was already over it, dude. I was trying to like regain, right? But that's the alcoholic interface right there. Like already just spun out. It's like 7:30 in the morning, dude. What up, dude?
What are you doing?
I'm doing my live stream, and you know that, dude.
Yeah. Okay. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you.
I'm talking about drinking bear bleach coffee and stuffing it in your face with your nose in the water. With your nose in the coffee.
No, I'm actually talking about me launching your cereal bowl across the lawn this morning.
Yeah, you broke one.
Yeah, well, dude, what?
You're like a total alcoholic. Captain Haddock.
Yeah,
I'm Captain Haddock.
I went Captain Haddock.
Dude, I think you actually went worse than Captain Haddock.
Yeah, but you were working me, dude, after I cleaned up your cat's poo, dude. I like how it's your cat until it's poo all over the floor, and then it's our cat, dude.
It is our cat. Like everything is ours except.
Yeah, all right. So
everything is ours.
Except your Legos.
Except
How about?
Try to guess.
I don't know, but dude, you're in
My room.
Okay, so your room's mine too, dude. I own the house, dude. It says so on a
No,
piece
Mom
of
owns
paper.
the house. You
No.
and Mom own the house.
Yeah,
Everybody owns the house.
No, your name's
That's our house.
your name's not on the deed, dude. Trust me. So Al, can you if you're a good boy, you'll get the house, dude, when I'm dead, dude. Okay. Oh,
I love that. Ow!
I love you too. Hey,
I smacked you in the chest.
No. Well, I'm doing my live stream, so
I smacked you in the chest.
this is it. All right, fine. No, go on, dude. No, Owl.
Smacks? One in the chest, one in the stomach.
No, Owl.
A light smack.
No,
Light smack in the stomach.
Go. That's not light. Come on, dude. Get out of here. All right, go, dude. Scram. Don't you need to go like study something? I'm gonna get mad here in a second, Al.
I'll go away. I hate you.
Owl.
I don't like you.
Owl.
Go away.
It's just big. Like I don't like you. I don't like you. I hate you. Who's he talking to, dude? You think like that's the hottest? Like you think? Little dude, he's about to be 8, bro. Of course, he's pressing my buttons, dude. That dude. Besides my wife, that and maybe my mom, nobody knows better how to like get the screws to pop out of the side of my head, dude. Because I'm already pre. Like I don't have any Loctite. I don't have any Loctite to keep the screws in there, dude. I crank them down all the time, dude, but they still glitch out, dude. Yeah, the ultimate troll right there. Exactly, dude. Super troll. But so it's again is the alcoholic thing's like a tough gig, right? So I used to be one of those dudes out the bong beside the bed, dude. Get up, rip a couple of tubes. Oh, bro, I'm gonna get out there into the day, and 2 hours later be all burnt out. I remember when I was a stoner, dude. Like my whole thing was the minute I ate anything, it was game over for the day. So I get stoned in the morning and then do hippie speedballs and like get all like wired up, and then the minute I ate something, it was like lights out, fully fade. So I'd rather be like fully faded in the morning and then just fully like power into it via God. Let God put the hammer down on my head, dude. Like I wish I was one of those people. Like I can do it sometimes. Like get on your knees and pray in the morning. Like you'll hear like sober people like, you got to get on your knees first thing in the morning and pray. I'm like, dude, I don't have that button either, dude. I got to go outside and kind of like stare at the world for a moment and be like, all right, like I'm ridiculous. Like the only thing that gets me through now, really, like this far into the game, is just the knowledge that I'm ridiculous. That whatever I'm thinking about it is like asinine. Like that's what I mean. If I'm in any sort of like negative funk, like I was like today I was just like, I was doing like the chores and doing the thing. And Al was like, he was like, will you go practice baseball with me? And I'm like, I was right in the middle of doing something. I was like, yeah, dude. And it was like a giant, like I first heard that thought of being annoyed. Like I got something to do. And I was like, yeah, your job's to go like throw the baseball with Al right now. You can make your frames later or whatever I was doing. I was like, I was working, dude, trying to like, get my hustle on, dude. Owl, can you tone it down a little? He's like being obnoxious right now. I'm going through that for a long time now. Kush coma the Kush coma, what a nightmare, dude. I like that. Like when I look back on it, like I think that's the beauty of being sober. Like once you get over the hustle of the feeling, right? Because you take the drugs and the alcohol to alleviate yourself from the suffering, right? And it can be like, oh my God, dude, like the weed makes me so much more creative, and like the hills are made of velvet. I remember driving down the 101 somewhere after after Napomo, or between Napomo and and Pismo Beach, driving south between Pismo Beach and Napomo, if I'm driving south, right? I was young, dude, stoner guy. And I remember coming over the hill before they put in all the vineyards there. And I just gotten super baked. And I was like, and I came over and like the hills were just made of velour. It was just like one of those, like the sun was right and the hills were just covered with grass. And it was just like full of like made of velour. It was so soft, cozy, dude. Never happened again after that, dude. Like, it would get there, I could see it, but like that thing, and it was like the thing of like just it took the whole painful operation of like living on spaceship Earth away, like in the beginning, right? So you're always like constantly chasing the thing. And now I look back on it all and I'm like, dude, most of my time being stoned was just dreading being burnt out. Just like, dude, like I can like, it's that thing. It's such, and same with the booze, right? Even up till the end. Even up till the end, if I could get the mixture right, like if it all worked out right, I had the right, like sometimes after a super hard day at work, because I was doing all the building the houses and stuff. After a hard day of work, I'd hang out and drink with the boys and get that like after work buzz going on and be like, yeah. And then I would take it to my little secret spot up in the mountains at the abandoned pool overlooking LA. And the music would just be just right. And I would just be that buzz and I would be just king of the world, dude. I'm king of the world, dude. And I would be like, yeah, but I could never predict that moment. Right. And most of the times were just these like miserable like buzzes trying to like get there. Like I know I can. Owl, I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't mellow out, you're big trouble, dude. And so it's that thing of like, when it all turns on you, and the turn isn't the fact that it like the medicine works or doesn't. It's just that like most of the time it doesn't. And then you're left with what? What are you left with when the medicine doesn't work? You're left with like, oh, bro, this sucks, dude. This sucks, because when the medicine doesn't work and you're not king of the world, or the hills aren't made of velvet, you're sitting there like, dude, like, burned relationships, smashed up cars, DUIs, jail, whatever it is you're facing. You're sitting loneliness, dude. I'd say the gnarliest thing ever is just the loneliness of being out there, just out of your mind. I remember used to go into like just partying all night and the whole thing, and then at the end you'd just be like, they're lonely, dude. I remember once I was hammered at this bar, and there was this girl who was always at the bar. And I wasn't into it. And I remember walking up to her, and I was like, I remember being wasted, being like, why am I undateable, dude? And she's like, she did this like real time critique. She's like, dude, look at you, man. Your pants don't fit that well. Your shirt's untucked. You're a mess. You're bloodshot eyes, dude. You reek of booze. You're like slurring. You're like, dude, you're a disaster, dude. You could be, but look at yourself, dude. And I remember just like taking it in stride and being like, bah, dude. Yeah, dude. But I look back at that and I'm like, yeah, that was the truth, dude. Just undateable, dude. Just like, dude, no chance. Like Like, that's the thing when you look back, you're like, any person that was involved with me was a loser too, dude. Like, because I wasn't like that. You know what I mean? I wasn't like some like, but I was, I guess I want to glorify it, but I'm not, dude. So you wonder why you're all lonely, dude, because you're like, dude, you're picking like lame, half like unattractive girls that look attractive because you're hammered and you're like, yeah. And then you're like, oh, dude, I just like, what, bro? No. Oh, no. That wasn't the one. And then, so it's this constant like thing where like, I don't know, man. I look back on it all now and I'm like, I think the further away from it, like I still remember some of the like all-time stories and all the good like stuff, but I can say that like most of it was painful. Just like it didn't work. Like just hammered and just like it didn't work, dude, again. Like, like that combo didn't work. All right, that didn't work. Maybe if I go over there, that'll work. If only, a lot of if only this and if only that. But that was never the problem. That was never the problem. The problem was always like my inability to be thoroughly honest with myself and be like, dude, you see the world pessimistically, even though you see all the beauty. Like, that's the thing. I think on a certain level, like I resented it, dude. Like I have that eye, dude. Like I see it. I see the utter stark beauty of God's fully vicious creation. And just like, I see it. Like, I'm like, oh my God, that is so epic. I used to hike and bike and just climb to the top of mountains. I always used to be like going on these missions to these like places that where I was always just out in the middle of the wilderness by myself, like just like hammered, just getting stoned, drinking, being like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. And I think at a certain point, like I resented it. Like it's not fair. It's not fair that I get to like sit here and see the beauty and be miserable at the same time. Like, what a juxtaposition that is. What a detrimental reality that is sitting in a place where you see nothing but like beauty, and inside, if you even slightly flip the lens inward, you're just like this lonely warrior who's like, well, I don't even know where to like put my like energy into except like that. And then you would come back into reality of the brutal nature of the grid and just be like, dude, I gotta drink more, dude. This sucks back here. It was rad out there, but I wanted to be back here because I'm like, dude, I gotta figure this out. But nowhere along the way of figuring it out was anywhere of it like, I need to solve the problem. It was like, I gotta figure it out, but I don't want to solve the problem, dude. I was talking to a buddy the other day. It's like, I'm like, dude, like, so I got to figure it out. I go, but do you want to solve the problem, dude? I go, you're an alcoholic. You're drunk, dude. Like your drugs and alcohol have consumed your life, dude. You don't need to figure it out, dude. You got to solve the problem, dude. The problem is you got to stop drinking just long enough so you can let the spiritual healing begin, dude. Like that was the problem. The problem wasn't that I had it figured out. I just couldn't solve the problem, dude, because like the problem had tricked me into thinking that it wasn't part of the figuring it out, right? Like that was the rub with the whole thing. Like, yeah, I got it all figured out except for solving the problem part. Like, well, because the problem isn't me, it's the world. It's if only this were over there and that, they talk about it in the big book, The Director. If only the scumbag government cop military industrial complex douchebags would only stop and put their saws down and their yellow bulldozers down, everything would be fine, dude. Everything would be fine. Not realizing that they could stop all that stuff too, and I could be sitting in an extreme wilderness environment, still miserable. I mean, I could get high enough to be like, oh my God, like, look at that, dude. That is incredible, dude. But I had to keep adding to it, dude. I couldn't go do that experience without like, enough weed or enough alcohol and whatever it was, dude. I had to be fully armed up for the thing. I remember I was in college, right? There was this dude that was like, we were all there was this older guy, and his whole thing was getting pictures of him like ripping bong hits in like these scenic places. Like he'd bring this giant graphics with him. It was like his whole reality, dude, was just getting pictures of him ripping bong hits in like these beautiful places. And I wonder if that dude ever like sobered up and looks back on it. It's like, Jesus, dude, like that's ridiculous, dude. It's like when I watch all these people like on Instagram and all this stuff, and they're like taking pictures of them holding like a drink somewhere. I'm like, if you get lucky, if you're lucky enough, you're gonna look back on this and be like, wow, that's ridiculous, dude. That was how I viewed myself, as like cocktail makes this incredible. Like if I don't have the cocktail, this isn't incredible, dude. And I used to be like that, dude. Like, yeah, dude, I need to have all my equipment to like charge my brain, which with saturation to kill the pain going on inside of my like deep self, my lack of connectivity to God. To sense, dude. So yeah, like I need a picture of me ripping a hit like in the Himalayas, dude, or wherever it was, dude. It is, it doesn't matter because it always had to be like, and I see them. I see all these people that are just cocktails first, like, hey, dude, look at me. I'm cocktailing somewhere, dude, at some time. And I'm like, dude, I hope you're lucky enough to realize that is ridiculous, dude. Because like if you don't realize that's ridiculous at a certain point in your life, that means you're still like chasing it. Dude, like you're still like, yeah. I'm like, dude, I don't know. I grew up in that. I remember being a little kid, dude, like a little kid visiting my grandparents and them drinking like wild turkey at dinner, dude. Like, I mean, how old were my grandparents? And they must have been like 60, dude, like drinking cocktails and Bloody Marys. Like that was the culture, dude. Like, and just being like, I look back at it now. I can't imagine being old and buzzed. Like that's crazy to me. Like being old and hammered, dude, seems just like this horrible combination of just like ouch, that hurts, dude, and just like whoops. The whole thing. Like we were down at the river, right? Last spring. And I was down there with Al and his friends down by the way, and I was watching these two old ladies drinking tall boys, dude. Like just old ladies floating in their tubes drinking tall boys. They must have been like, they weren't like 100 years old, but they were definitely like Marge from The Simpsons old, right? Like they were smoking cigarettes. I'll tell you the coolest thing about being up here is people smoke cigarettes. No one vapes up here. They like smokers smoke, dude. I was at a meeting, dude, and everyone was outside smoking cigarettes. And I was like, whoa, dude, I haven't really seen any smokers in a while, dude. In the cities, they all vape, dude, because they're soft as F, dude. But like if you're gonna go big or go home, dude. So anyway, I was sitting by the river watching these old ladies like drinking tall boys in their thing, and I was like, God, that looks. I mean, they're chuckling about whatever it is, but I go, that's gotta like suck, man. Just the whole like, where does that go? Like maybe that was like their tall boy for the day, but I doubt it, dude. No one's sucking down tall boys by the river because that's the only one they're gonna have for the day, dude. You know what I mean? Like a tall boy is not conducive to that's my like, I'm having a little beer by the riverside, dude. You know what I mean? A tall boy means you're like going for it, dude, right? So I was watching these ladies and I'm just like, man, like being old and hammered with like I couldn't imagine being old, right? Like I'm 53, dude. I'm getting old, right? Like I wake up just off some days. Like the food really affects how I feel. I can tell the difference, dude. Like if I ate like late at night versus not eating late at night and sugar, all that, I can feel it the next day, dude. And I just like, it's like one of those things that makes me feel crappy. I can't imagine being like 70 something, waking up with a hangover and a body that barely works, dude. Like what kind of psychotic mayhem is that? So I sit here and I look at it all and I'm like, dude, like, I don't know what I'm getting at really, dude, except pull out early, dude, if you can. If you can see it, right, for what it is, that if you're using drugs and alcohol to make it mellow, like there's people that go have a drink, dude, or some drinks, or have a weekend and get crazy, dude, and woo and like whoa, that was crazy, and have a little hangover the next day, or like whoa, ooh, dude, and then they go about their life for the next 6 months, like whatever, dude. If you're one of those lucky people, this doesn't apply to you. But if you're one of those people that's like needs this stuff to get through the daily thing, dude, take a look at that and be like, is this really where I want to keep going? Because I'll just save you a bunch of that like BS, dude. Like, if you can see it, even the like slim of the thing, solve the problem. Don't try to figure it out, dude. Don't even try to figure it out. Don't try to figure out what's going on or this. Just solve the problem, dude. It's the alcohol, it's the drugs, it's the pizza, whatever it is, dude. It's that. So you don't need to figure that out. You just got to extricate that from your life. And how you do that is where these steps are involved, right? Like just acknowledge that you have this problem that you're addicted to, and be like, that's it. I don't need to figure it out, dude. I don't need to figure out what that means, what the deeper meaning of it is, like what that looks like on Sunday versus Tuesday. Dude, just acknowledge you got a problem and solve it, dude. And if you can do that and solve the problem, and you can answer this first question, dude, like again, like, are you powerless over said substance thing, whatever it is? Are you powerless over it? Right? That's a pretty easy thing to answer. And then just goes, my life unmanageable, dude. That unmanageable thing's what it's all about, dude. Like that, like it's pretty easy to identify, like, I can't stop what I'm doing. But I got a job, I got a family, I got this, I got that, I got it going on, dude. I got to figure it out, dude. Well, okay, if you got it figured out, like, why do you need said? Like the unmanageability of needing something, right? Like the most unmanageable thing you got is like needing something to enhance your reality, dude, right? Like, I need that, dude. That's unmanageability, dude. Like I can't, like my life is completely like unmanageable. Like I accept that. Like I don't have the ability to walk outside some days and just be like, oh my God, dude. No. I don't have that, dude. I don't have that. There are people that are like, oh, dude, you just start a day over at any time, dude. Just start a day over. I don't have that. I'm unmanageable, dude. I can't manage that thought, dude. But the point is like, I'm willing to accept my unmanageability as truth, right? I'm willing to accept my powerlessness is truth. And then when I can do that, like the unmanageability of it all, dude, is came to believe that a power greater than myself could restore me to sanity. See, that's the gift of like, I don't debate that anymore. Like I'm not debating the unmanageability. I'm not debating like like all of it, the stack of bills sitting around me, the this, the that, the like I know it's all unmanageable, dude. Yeah, even though I'm never late with the bill and I pay everything on time and all, yeah, I can do all that. I can manage that. I can't manage how I feel about it, though. I can't manage like the overwhelming nature of like, that on a Tuesday if I look at it wrong, dude. I can't manage like certain aspects. I can't manage my head not thinking about it. I can't manage the fact that all of a sudden I'll be doing something and I'll be like, did I pay that credit card bill or not? And dwell on it and have to like walk from whatever I was doing to come check my little magic piece of paper and be like, oh yeah, I crossed that off and it's dated like a week ago, dude. Like I don't have the ability to just be like, yeah, dude, this is bitching, man. No, I don't have that, dude. Right. So I have to go to step 2 because I acknowledge my unmanageability, right? And I came to believe that a power greater than myself could restore me to sanity. Oh, that's right. I'm insane, dude, because I can't. If I was sane, and I don't know anyone who is, ultimately, dude. There's no sanity going. I don't see the sanity going on Spaceship Earth. So like, I don't try to ever think that I'm sane, because that would be insane. From my perspective of life on this planet, like if you think you're sane, you're crazy, dude. You're absolutely cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, man. There ain't nobody sane. I don't care who you throw up, dude. The only person who was sane was the Jesus, dude. Jesus had some sanity going on. Even then, he flipped over that money changers table, dude. So he got a little loose too, dude. So you know what I mean, dude? Oh! So what I'm getting at is acknowledging my insanity gives me a place of like, okay, there is a power greater than myself, right? Like there is, I can see it. There's something that's got the birds moving around or the bumblebees going. There's some way all these vehicles are getting built, and the bills show up on time. Like, you know what I mean? Like the paper keeps coming, dude, that says you owe, dude. Like it just keeps showing up at the box, dude. Like there's some sort of big clockwork going on, dude. Like, right? So I can acknowledge that there's a power greater than myself. I mean, even for like the dumbest down level of all, I can acknowledge that the fact that I can send a piece of mail anywhere on the planet and it's pretty much going to get there, I can acknowledge that that's a power greater than myself, even just on like the low, superficial, dumb level, dude. Like not even going into Godville with the bumblebees and the honey and the whole thing and the sun and the blah, 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 and the salvation and all that stuff, dude. Just the fact I can go down and put a stamp on an envelope, write an address on it, and like 4 days later, someone somewhere else on the planet's going to be like, yeah, dude, I got your letter, dude. Like bitching, dude. Like that to me, dude, like, don't even try to figure it out. Doesn't make any sense to me, dude. I've tried. I've sat and I thought about how that works, dude. It's power greater than myself, dude. That's the mail, dude. You know what I mean? If like whatever you need to be. So like, then you get into the fact that like, just go and stare at the trees, dude, and try to figure that one out. Like, can't, dude. So, right, you can't figure out what the tree, you can read the book and be like, oh, yeah, dude, it shoots up the thing and it does this and the blah, 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 and the photosynthesis and blah, 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 blah. You can get all like that about it, dude, but you can't figure it out. You can't figure it out because it just keeps going, dude, into infinity, right? You can't figure any of that out. Solve the problem. What's the problem? I don't need to figure it out. That's half the problem, dude. So I don't need to figure it out, which means I don't need to take anything in my body to stop the pain and not being able to figure it out, because that'll glitch me out, right? Right. So that's step 2, basically. And then you get to the gold, which is, turn my will and my life over the care of God as I understand. Oh, dude, like you mean the pressure's off? Yeah, pressure's off, dude. Just turn it over, man. Just let God have it, dude. But, dude, like the cards, just let God have it, dude. Just let God have it, dude. Oh, man, really, dude? Yeah. God's going to have you show up, though, dude. Like, see, there's this weird thing where, like, turn your will and your life over to the care of God and understand. It doesn't mean you get to go sit on the couch, dude, and wait for lightning bolts to strike you in the head with divinity. No, dude. It means you got to get your ass off the couch and get busy living, dude. Like, yeah, that's part of that turn your will and your life over the care of God as you understand it. That's not a passive statement. That is like walk out the door, dude. That is like put your shoes on, lace up, put your speed square in your pocket or your whatever in your backpack and like head out, dude. Like head out. Like that dude skateboarding across America, dude. Like right now, there's a sober dude, and I knew he was sober, dude. The dude who's Chad Caruso, the guy skateboarding across America, I tuned into him. I'm like, dude, this guy's like that level. Like, that's so crazy. I go, this guy has to be sober, dude. Yeah, sure enough, dude, 6 years sober. Like, yeah, I needed to do this, dude. I'm like, I get it, bro. I get it, dude. Don't even try to figure it out. Solve the problem. I want to get to the other side of the country on my skateboard, dude. Solve it, dude, right? You're sober. You ain't got no bottles sitting in front of you blocking your way, dude. Just go and do it, dude. And so that's what it is turning your will and your life over the care of God as you understand it means you're going to get a bunch of like busy work, dude. Like, whoa, dude, I got to go do all this stuff, dude. And there's no more days off, dude. Like sobriety means no more days off, dude. You don't get to like slouch around and be like, I got to figure it out. Like, why can't I get the mountains to look like velvet anymore, bro? Like, it's because you're like sober and you're like, I don't have time to get the mountains to look like velvet. And then all of a sudden, dude, I will tell you, the most gnarly psychedelic moment I ever had was stone cold sober. I talked about it on this video when I was laying on the side of the mountain in Big Sur, dude, and it just turned into like one of the greatest moments of my life was like laying on that side of that mountain in Big Sur, stone cold sober, dude. What was I, 2-3 years sober? Just like, dude, I wasn't looking for it either. That's how it works, dude. My sober guy, Joe Shaughnessy, used to go, dude, if you're looking for it, you'll never find it, dude. If you're looking for it, you'll never find it because you're not letting God give it to you, dude. If you're looking for it, God can't give it to you, dude. And I'm like, that's so abstract. What do you mean, dude? Like, like God gave me eyes to see and all this stuff. No. You're not turning it over to God, dude. God's like, God, if you turn it over to God, you're busy doing what God wants you to do. And that might be like walking, skateboarding across America, dude. I don't know what it is, dude. It's not for me to figure out, dude. Solve the problem. Just don't drink or use today, no matter what, dude. I'm just not going to drink today, dude. Okay. If I can solve that problem and not sit around on the couch and be a victim, I got it going on, dude. I'm doing God's work, dude. Yeah, I'm not going to get anything like, dude, I can sit back today and go, dude, I had to decide the 10 things I wasn't going to get done today, but the 10th thing I was working, I don't think I got that one done either. Yeah, I was supposed to put up this wire so the chickens stopped walking out to the front of the pasture. I didn't get that done, dude. I didn't get anything done today, dude. I just did all day long. I've been moving since 7:00 this morning. I haven't gotten anything done, except I got Owl the drums, dude. I did buy a motorcycle today, dude, but like that was a total just random. God said, dude. I had to explain that one to my wife, dude, but whatever, dude. Because I'm sober, dude. But I'm sober, dude. I don't know how it's all going to work out. I don't know why God told me to get a motorcycle today. It was a kismet thing, right? Like I followed it. Actually, I tell you why. Because the dude who I got it from, I'll just explain this little story. I was driving by from Owl the other day and I saw this like rad old 1972 Suzuki in the back of a truck. And I pulled over, dude. And this dude's like, and I go, dude, weren't you the guy that came up to me when I first was moving into town at the gas station in the moving truck and said, welcome to Kernville? He's like, yeah, dude. I was like, well, it's exactly a year to this day that I'm pulling over and seeing you. And I'm like, all right, dude. So I was like, whatever, dude. And then I went over to his house today, dude, to check out this motorcycle, dude. And he's like, he's all God, homeschooler, met his kids and his wife. And like, we just touched. And so that's why. Like, it wasn't like something I'm like, all right, dude, like, yeah, dude, it's like a deal. Sure, man, I need a 1972 Suzuki motorcycle, dude. I need anything, dude. I don't need anything, dude. That's the point. God has given me everything, dude. I just showed up and it was like, here, dude, you're supposed to have like this motorcycle. I don't know why. Couldn't tell you why, dude, because I'm supposed to ride up in the mountains and like, I don't know. Save a butterfly, dude. I don't know. I'm not figuring it out. I'm solving the problem. But solving the problem is just stay sober enough to realize I'm so crazy that I have to remind myself every second of every day to turn it over to God. And I will tell you, dude, if there's 60 seconds in a minute, dude, 59 of those seconds, I forget to give it to God. If I can remember 1 second in a minute to be like, God, it's your show, run the deal, dude, right? Like that's that I've won, dude. I'm sure there's two people that go 59 seconds the other way. 59 seconds for God, 1 second confusion, dude. I don't know. I've been trying for 14 years to be that dude. I ain't that dude. It's my character defect, whatever you want, dude. But I know those 59 seconds that I don't give to God, God already has them under control, dude. Like I've given them to God, but I just forget to be in that state of like, they're God's, dude. But I already know I gave them to God, dude, because I'm already like here, dude. I'm not trying to figure it out. Solve the problem. I'm an alcoholic, dude. I got to just make sure I don't drink or use today, dude. I'm not going to, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to just cause a big giant, like, stir up and be, go crazy, dude. So anyway, that's what I got, dude. That's what I got, dude. Sober Wednesday, dude. I don't know. We're still doing it, dude. We still, Sober Wednesdays, what, 2 years? Like, we've been doing these Sober Wednesdays for like 2 years now, right? Something like that. I wonder how long. I'm pretty grateful, dude. I don't know how it's all going to work out. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't really care anymore. God does. God's just like, dude, just stop being a lunatic, dude. Stop being a lunatic. You know? So I'm a lunatic, dude. Come unglued, dude. All the Hiroshima and Nagasaki just pops his head out all the time and just like, detonate one, dude. Just detonate one, bro. Just mushroom cloud once today, dude. Some days I get through, dude. No Hiroshima and Nagasaki anywhere in sight, dude. That's a victory, dude. So anyway, look, man. I guess at the end of this, an hour later of me babbling about like the gift that is sobriety, I will just say this. No matter where you are in the game, dude, it's fine, dude. But if you want to get rid of the monkey on your back, there is a path to do it, dude. And it's basically picking up the phone. David Brune, thank you, buddy. Race quit. It's this, dude. Everywhere you can pick up the phone and call central office, dude. AA, central office, your town, USA, there's help. If you're suicidal, dude, and again, this really is for the suicidal mindset, is call 988, 3-digit code, and the 1-800 number. If someone could drop the 1-800 numbers, Bear Claw 69, what's that, 6 months, dude? 6 months, good for you, dude. And reach out, ask for help, dude. You can do it, dude. The Canadian suicide prevention number, thank you, Grateful Ed, is 833-456-4566, 833-456-4566. Don't kill yourself, dude. I know it all seems a bit much sometimes, but I'll tell you what, that's just a thought. It's just a thought. And I just always like to bring this up, man. They've talked to survivors who jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge, dude. And every one of them who survived, like, just think of that, dude, who survived jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge said the same thing. The minute they let go of the railing, they regretted it, dude, because they realized at that moment, every single problem in their life was paled in comparison next to the fact they were plummeting to their death. So don't do it, dude. And I don't make light of it like that. It's a serious issue, dude. And if you're suffering from mental health issue in this country that has zero mental health issue, please reach out, call someone and find a solution, dude. A lot of it's dietary issues, and they can be solved with dietary issues. If you're really suffering from mental health issues, like, there is holistic path forward, and some people are just wired wrong, and like, dude, it's okay, dude. You can there's stuff that you need to take, and that's okay too, dude. Just don't need to run around being crazy, dude. And 1-800-273-8255, 1-800-273-8255 is a suicide prevention number in the United States of America. Look, we are blessed. I am blessed. Please stay around. We need you, because this life is precious. And with that said, serenity prayer on the way out the door. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. Thank you for being here. God willing, we'll be back next Wednesday, 6:30 Pacific Standard Time.